all you cool quilters and cross stitchers. I'm Emily.
I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Nettie.
And we are Primrose Cottage Quilts.
Oh yeah.
And again, we did not say it in unison, so.
That's okay.
Mom has Zoe.
Yeah.
We couldn't get Benny to get up here, so.
Boots is sleeping probably.
Yeah. All right, so welcome back to our channel. We are excited for this video because we have a lot to share. We have been like
way busy.
Way productive, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's weird. We've just been getting a lot done and planning a lot of things. So first up, we're going to share what was in the June Cottage Box release. We still have some boxes and it's a patriotic theme, and so in your box, let me show the kit first. You get a full kit with a charm pack. So the charm pack, you get some accent reds. How many are there? There's like
there's
three accent reds.
Yeah.
And I just did this to supplement the charm pack because that charm pack, there's not a lot of reds in that charm pack. A stripe for binding.
Of course, we like the stripes.
Really fun background. This is Blossom Uncle Sam, so it's red and blue little blossoms. And then you got backing, and backing varied in the kits. So you could have got a blue, a red. So here's the project. It is.
You didn't show what else is in there.
Well, I was going to wait.
And this comes with your pattern.
The pattern for the project is in the kit, or in the box. And then this.
Me and Mom will hold it while you talk.
Okay.
So I've been really trying to design more pre-cut friendly projects because a lot of you have asked for those. And so I did the charm pack, and you will cut some of your charm pack pieces and you'll leave some larger to show off. So let's show them like the cute.
Oh, it's cute. It's got trucks, watermelon, like really Americana.
Yeah, it's super patriotic.
Fireworks.
And you could make a quilt out of this block and it would be super, super easy and cute.
You could do like a baby, like any size.
Yeah, you can make it into a table topper if you did 4, but the kit allows you to make this complete project.
With those extra reds.
And you have plenty of extra from your charm pack, so if you wanted to make a bonus project, you definitely could. If you have any questions about that, I will be releasing the actual pattern. I usually like to wait till the boxes are about gone. So that'll be in the shop soon.
Link in the description for the box.
Yes. And then just some decorative pins. I guess the camera's over here.
Lori Holt.
It's a Lori Holt design. She designed those. And then I also included one of my patterns, Tilt-A-Whirl.
It was one of the quilts that we showed a couple
videos ago.
Yeah.
There are instructions for a scrappy and a 2-tone version. And then it comes in 3 sizes. So whatever size you need, there's baby throw and large throw. And then one of my favorite things was this Lori Holt cutting mat. It's actually double-sided, so you get the aqua or the pink. And I actually like to keep these by like on my cutting table because if I just need to do like little trimming, they're perfect.
Yeah.
And then lastly, I'm really excited about this. This is something we designed. It's a little reusable tote. It says Fabric Addict, And I thought it would be fun. You could take this and, you know, when you go fabric shopping or whatever.
It also fits project bags.
Yeah,
Great.
we've been putting all of our project bags in these, and
We have a bunch.
we have a bunch left, but I won't be listing them until
After we.
most of the boxes are gone.
Yeah.
That's the box, and like I said, we have some still left in the shop. The next box will be a Halloween theme, and we're hoping to release that end of August, beginning of September.
Yes.
Next, okay, Mom, do you want to talk about this?
We are doing our quilt along, and we showed you the fabric on our last video, so if you missed out, go back and look. And so when Lindsay creates patterns and stuff, I'm usually the tester, or one of, like, in-house tester, and then she usually has a couple people that her friends that are pretty well known in quilting, they'll test it too. But so these are one of the blocks. It's just, we are just first testing right now.
It's going to be a mystery, so
it-
this
yes.
is really all you're gonna see.
Yep.
Like,
So
I don't want
This
to.
is just a sneak peek.
Yeah.
And so it's going to have these little pinwheels in it, and I tested these out the other day, and they turned out so cute. And so what we're shooting for, and we will be selling kits. We'll have limited kits, and we're going to start selling those on around like July 1st. And then the Quilt Along will start on July 30th. And Lindsay will do a video each week, and I believe we're going to try to do it weekly or bi-weekly.
So we're still on the fence if we want to do weekly. Like, I might do like a little poll in my Instagram and see what's more feasible for you guys, like a weekly mystery quilt along or like every other week. I don't want to do it more than every other week because I want you to have plenty of time to send it to get quilted or quilt it yourself, so you have it for the holidays.
Yeah.
The quilt is a full-size quilt. It's about around 65, I think, inches square, and
It's beautiful.
so it's really pretty.
We
We've been testing reds because we needed like a solid, not like a solid, but like a tone-on-tone red, and so we found one that matches, and so we're going to be testing the rest of the blocks next week. And as soon as we get fabric measurements and get kits cut, then we'll list it.
So, a question I have is, in the videos you're making, is that where you find how to sew each block, or are you doing like
I'll do
an email with all the details?
So I'll do an email with the actual pattern for that block, because I think it's nice to have a sheet of paper with the instructions while you're watching the video.
So like a printable PDF?
Yeah, so you don't have to like
Watch the video.
pause, write down anything. It'll be, you need to be subscribed to the newsletter.
Yes.
And so I will send out a pattern. It will be a PDF document, and it will, you'll use that in tandem with the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you like,
And at the end, she will show you how to put every piece together and what the actual quilt will look like in the end.
and we'll do like a pre-video talking about fabric. If you weren't able to get a kit, then what colors would
And
work
measurements
and
It'd
everything.
be cute as any type of.
It actually, you can make it.
I'm
Any-
looking at it, and I was like, you could do Christmas or regular if you really
actually-
wanted.
Yeah.
Designed it for a floral collection, and that fabric never ended up being printed, and so I just kind of have been waiting for the right fabric to put in there, and
This Christmas
the
yelled at us.
Christmas looks amazing, but you could literally use any fabric.
Mhm.
It doesn't have, let's say, Christmas related blocks.
Okay.
So that's all I'm giving you.
I just
It's
have
going to
never
be a
done
lot
one,
of
so-
fun. We're excited.
I'm excited for
Is
the
this
mystery.
a beginner or more advanced type of quilt? Like, could I do it? Probably not.
No, I feel like there's, half square triangles, there's, I don't want to say it's like super beginner friendly, but I feel like if you're a confident beginner in making half square triangles and trimming your blocks,
You'll
you
do okay.
you could do the quilt.
Yeah.
Okay. So next on our list, this.
Okay, Free Pattern Friday.
You want to talk about that?
Sure. So Free Pattern Friday is every second Friday of the month. This will be July.
I don't have the date.
July 10th. So mark your calendars. They'll go on sale for the kits next week, we decided. So next.
No. I'm gonna list the kits tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh, we're listing kits tomorrow. So set your timer. That's a cute one.
Yes.
So
hang on, sorry. We're doing everything Christmas in July.
Yeah,
for
we're having
July.
a theme Christmas in July.
Okay, so go ahead. Sorry.
So cute. Do you know
That's
the
upside down.
details of this, Lindsay?
It's so we're just showing a couple of the fabrics we're using. This line is a Studio E line.
It is so cute.
It's
Oh my
very cute. It's a mint green, and that is the focal
You guys,
fabric.
I
So
am dying.
cute. I just want a whole piece of this as a quilt. It's so cute.
Yeah.
I love the color scheme and everything.
Yes.
So
we will be
Listing
getting these kitted and listing it tomorrow.
So set your timer for tomorrow. We don't
It will
know.
go out, and are you doing a newsletter?
Yeah, it'll go out in the newsletter tomorrow
So
morning.
subscribe. The link in the description for to subscribe. You'll want this one.
It's
very
good.
cute.
And I feel like it's something you could literally make in a day.
I did.
Yeah, she made it. She could have made it a lot faster, but we kept interrupting her
Yeah.
with things.
It was a busy day.
I'm excited about it, and I think you guys are gonna really love it. I wanted to really show off that focal print because it's just so
You're
cute.
gonna
It's
want
my
it.
favorite
You're
print
gonna want this.
of the season so far, and I just keep ordering more Christmas fabric.
Yeah,
Every day I'm like, what the heck's this for? More Christmas fabric.
And every day the mailman brings more.
And I'm
bolts
over
of
here
fabric.
like, should we get more fall colors? Because I love fall and Halloween. So.
I do too. We actually have a ton of Halloween coming. I have ordered a lot of Halloween. We're doing the Halloween Cottage Box.
We even have fabric for that, right? Some of it.
Yeah.
So
And then I have quite a bit of, there was a collection from Riley Blake by Sandy Gervais. I really love her designs. And so she has a fall line coming out that is really similar to a line she designed years ago for Moda. And I literally hoarded that fabric because it was so pretty. Anyway, we ordered almost the whole collection, and we'll be having projects with that fabric. It's just not shipped yet.
This is all new to us.
You were there when I ordered it.
Oh.
this was when the
It's
rep
been,
was here.
like, we literally ordered it 6 months ago.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
Riley Blake.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
It's been sitting there. It's over there, right? Is that, no.
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 We
There
don't
was a
have it yet.
paper with it on there. So I knew it was coming.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, what next?
The Mayberry pattern and Halloween quilt.
Oh, did
Okay.
we want to show it last?
Oh, the Free Pattern Friday this week, or this month.
Do we have any kits left, or are we out?
There's one left.
I don't even know if I have it listed.
It might not be listed, but
we have,
the pattern list.
by
One
the time
left.
this video, it's probably going to be gone. But you can, if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, subscribe so you get next month's for free. The pattern is now listed in the shop.
This would be really cute as a big quilt again.
Yeah, I think it'd be cute. Or a baby quilt.
Like, especially because you could make it, with like fat quarters and make a nice size block quilt or anything with it. It'd be really cute.
It's called Fancy Flowers, and honestly, you could do this in any fabric, and I think it would be really wonderful. I did the blocks as 12. Were they 12 or 15? I think 12.
They look 12.
Yeah, and that way you get a pretty sizable piece right here to show off prints.
Some fabric,
Like
yeah.
we were able to show off that paisley. The quilting, what did you pick on this?
Just the little flowers, or no.
It's a feather with a flower. I don't remember what
Yeah.
that one's called.
I love
So-
the binding fabric.
Yeah, the binding is like
Little daisies.
tiny daisies.
Yeah. Turned out really cute. Really springy, summery.
Okay, so last video we showed our little mini Mayberry. You guys loved it. Like, we sold out of kits like in a day.
Like, not even. It was awesome.
So I ordered stuff to make a Halloween one, and the Halloween kits have already sold out.
It sold out in almost a day.
Gone.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't? I have a hoard of stash of this fabric.
Unfortunately, I cannot restock. I looked, they are out of charm packs. But this is the quilt. Super easy. This is a small lap size, and
It was the 2 charm packs.
yeah. And I will be releasing, so the reason I haven't put the pattern out yet for sale is because I want to get paper copies of the pattern, and
It needs like proofread.
I don't like sending out a pattern to get printed until like it's been tested,
It's
proofread
been, yeah.
several times.
So if you have done it and you notice anything, let us know.
My mom just finished piecing one with the
A big
layer
one.
size.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, it's
so
beautiful.
pretty.
The blocks are huge, but it's so like,
If you have a piece, you
And we
need to
can't
show
show it because it's fabric that's not released yet.
yeah.
So
It's very cute.
But I'll just say it's a really great pattern that you can whip up in a
Yeah.
day. If you need a quilt
and
for
I
a
pretty
gift.
much did.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
And it's a good size. Like the layer cake size, I believe, is like 75 with the border, and we're not putting a border on the one she made. And it's still a really good size. So next, we've got a lot of like our own projects done, and I'm super excited. I got
So
2
good.
quilts quilted. So excited.
Now we just need to get them binded.
Okay, the first one is this simple patchwork. I did rectangles. I used leftover fabric from a quilt my mom made, and it's all Bonnie and Camille. And I used like a low volume plaid for the white, and I just made rectangles, sewed them into 4 patches, and then sewed it together. I've had a lot of people ask me for the measurements, so I thought what I would do is put together just like a simple pattern and maybe do a couple sizes. This is a nice lap size quilt.
What did you put on the back? I can't even remember.
I did like a mint,
Just a little mint.
Bonnie and Camille
Yeah.
mint. Super excited about it. I really don't need any more quilts.
But she never can say no to
I
Bonnie
did
and
post
Camille.
on Primrose because I cleaned the garage.
And we have all our,
And they're all
Quilts
just
in
in
tubs.
totes, and I'm like, I
Well-
wish we had a way to just show them all
Yeah.
off nicely.
Well, the one thing is we have done a few trunk shows, and so
we pack those.
we pack them and make sure that so we can
Those
take them
are
to trunk
exhausting,
shows.
though.
But
Trunk
yeah.
shows are like
they
it
are,
drains you.
we've done several trunk shows here in Utah, and although they are a lot of fun, it's
Meet a lot of fun people.
physically draining to
Lot
pack
of
all the stuff.
packing, unpacking,
Because
and
we
talking.
have probably
A good 8 totes or more.
8 totes of quilts, finished pieces. So,
Yeah.
okay,
so our
that was
next
one of my
one-
finishes. This is Mom's finish.
This is the one that I showed you a couple videos ago where I showed you how I had cut it all out, and then last week I got it all put together, and we actually got it on the long arm yesterday, and I
Do we want to
quilted
grab
it.
it and show like a close-up of some
Yeah.
of the blocks.
So I got it on the long arm yesterday, and we quilted it. And what was the pattern that we picked on it? It's like raindrop or something.
The quilting pattern is raindrop. The quilt pattern is window pane.
Yeah. And then I just put the binding on this morning, so I do all my hand binding. And so now it just needs to be.
Look how cute
It
the
just-
border.
oh.
We did the umbrellas for the border.
It just turned out so
Very
cute.
cute.
It will go in my stash for probably a great grandchild,
No more
because there's no more grandchildren that are coming.
Nobody is having babies.
I mean,
I repeat, nobody is having any babies.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my other finish. Literally finished quilting this
This
today.
morning, yeah.
It's my Moda Love quilt.
Yeah, it turned out beautiful.
I did 4 blocks. I used charm packs, Corey Yoder, pepper, and flax. It's an older line, so it might be hard to find if you are looking to do. I think I ended up buying like 8 charm packs because,
She just kept wanting it bigger.
well, that and the line has a lot of green in it, and I wanted mine all yellow and gray. So
And then the back. she put
I
this
just
cute-
picked this. This is actually a Lella Boutique print from, I forgot the name of the line. I don't remember it, but I thought it was cute because it's just gray and there's cute little sayings on it. We
Turned out
quilted
really
it
really
with
pretty.
maiden hair.
It just reminds me of like a little farmhouse quilt.
I know. I wish I would have made it big enough for my bed.
Yeah.
I'm like regretting that.
Okay.
So
And then this
I have
is
2.
I'm gonna get out of the picture.
So I fell in love with this. I bought this at the local quilt shop. It's Harvest Moon
we just have
Studio
to-
E.
Just
This is the whole piece with the gray, and then I did this border about 3 inches, 3.5, and this one about 6, and then I picked the binding,
So we just
and then the
have to
back
bind
is
it.
so cute too.
Yeah.
It's pumpkins. So we had a lot of people reach out about this, so Lindsay ordered
We've
the
ordered.
panels,
Yeah.
so we're gonna sell it.
We're gonna kit it.
It doesn't come back out. They had to reprint it, so
Yeah.
it'll be here in August.
Yeah.
This is something I started last winter. And
Here's
it's
their
hideous.
jeans.
It's half jeans, half flannel.
And I didn't plan it very well because look at all the row with. It's not planned, but this is a good jean quilt. I had a phase of colored jeans, so I picked out all my green and blue jeans that I had and put it together, and then I just picked out. This is the backing.
And we're not
It's simple
going.
goodness.
We're not gonna quilt it. We're going to.
I'm gonna tie it.
She wants to tie it.
So I'm gonna teach my niece that's 12 to tie because that's about when I started tying quilts. So
So we're gonna put it on the. stand.
We're back. We had to take a little.
2-seconder, I was creeping in here.
I'm not.
So I started working on my Leaky Glottis and I was on a roll. If you don't remember
Until-
that, it's Lindsay's pattern. Very easy, you would think. Just kidding.
It is.
So I got all my rows done and look what happened.
She sewed.
A right.
I
and
just
a
right
was,
and a
like,
wrong.
going, and like then I finished and I was like, oh, I'm good, I'm gonna start, and then I was like, what? So I have to unpick all of that.
She's basically given up on it, I think.
I told her, I says, I think every one of us in our lifetime has done that.
Yeah,
So.
it's okay. I was like, I'm gonna get this done.
Best of intentions. Okay.
All right.
Now to stitching. I think that's all the quilting, right?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. So we're gonna start. We just released our first cross stitch pattern. We're so excited.
It's gonna be a series of 4. It's gonna be 4 seasons. They're all gonna have this, right?
Yeah.
Like a quilt block.
So I wanted to design something that brought quilting and cross stitching together. And so each season, so this is summer, there's going to be autumn, winter, and spring. And each will have a quilt block up here and then a little quilt right here.
It's
And-
like on a, what are those called?
Like a clothesline.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hold it up here for a second.
So cute.
The patterns are available now. They're PDF. She just finished stitching the autumn one, and it's so
It
cute.
is really
adorable.
cute.
I love the
gonna
house.
You're gonna want them all.
I know, and so I keep thinking, okay, do I stitch all, like, because I want to stitch them. So I designed it, my mom stitched it, and Emily did the finishing. I think I want to do all 4 of my houses on like one cloth, and then I can just like keep it up all year round.
Yeah.
As like a 4-season.
That was me. Sorry.
4-season. We have new equipment again, but I think
This one's a winner.
this one's a winner. Okay.
And we have had it since the beginning.
We're missing a piece and found it. Okay.
So link in the description if you want to purchase that. PDF only right now. Maybe eventually we could do a series out on paper if it does well.
Yeah.
But it is stinking cute. And the autumn one,
It was really
I
fun
couldn't
to
believe
stitch.
how cute it is.
I just loved how it had.
it's little and it can whip it out.
Yeah, it's little, and it was just so fun with all the different colors. And she used we used the fancy floss, so the clouds are all like a variegated, and the house and the roof, and it was just so fun. I literally did this one really fast because I was excited to see how it turned out.
And we did list all the colors we used in the pattern, right?
Yeah.
Plus a DMC conversion.
Mhm.
We haven't tested the DMC, but we tried to pick very, very similar colors. So
Obviously, if you just do DMC, you're not going to get the variegation.
Yes.
But that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not a ton of variegation.
No.
The only place you can really see it
Clouds
in the
and the
windows,
roof.
are
and
the clouds,
clouds.
the roof, and the windows have a pretty variegated color. So,
But
so
it was
cute.
lots of fun. You guys will not want to miss all the different ones.
And
because
I finished it.
yeah, she
I
finished
picked all the fabric. It is, what is this 4th of July one called?
Mackinac Island by Minnick and Simpson.
Have a hoard of this fabric. It
Let's
is
show it
so
close.
cute. And it matched everything. It had green, red, and blue in it, and it literally matched everything. So if you need a fabric to match that, I recommend that for sure.
Minnick and Simpson, Mackinac Island,
Yeah.
which I think that was a favorite line this year of ours.
Yeah. And then I did a red, what is this?
I don't know. what
It's
red's
like a
that.
red
I think it's a
grunge.
Riley Blake.
And then another dot. And then I did the bow. The ribbon you got from
Michael's.
Michael's. What about the pin?
The buttons I got from Joann's.
So would be cute. We don't have anything that fits it, like a frame right now. So we still gotta find
We
a
just
frame.
had it on like
an easel
an
or
easel
something.
or
Oh yeah,
whatever.
an easel would work. Something to clip it on.
So it's fun. Lots of fun.
So now we
Do you
will
want to do
share.
whips or finishes?
Let's do whips. Let's
Let's whip out our whips. KM, you can go first.
I have quite a few new starts. I started this one. Jack Frost Tree Farm by Little House Needleworks.
This is a series, but she's just picked this block to do.
Yeah. So I got the truck or the
Station wagon.
bandwagon, whatever
Bandwagon.
that's called.
bandwagon.
The station wagon.
That's really what drew me to it. I
Me
think
too.
it's
That's
so
why
cute.
I bought this pattern
It's
specifically.
just an old-fashioned.
I wanted to stitch it as an ornament.
So I'll do the other. We have the other pattern, and
Yeah.
I'll stitch that eventually.
And my tree is like rustic, so I thought this would be perfect to make ornaments for my tree.
yeah, that'd be really cute. Okay, I have another start. Not much done on this. It's kind of like Lindsay's the other day. Just kidding.
You mean you have 4 stitches done?
Yeah. This is Cherry Hill Stitchery.
I love fall.
I love fall most of all.
This was PDF on Etsy.
I'm doing all the called for, so I just got some of the border, which is variegated, and I think that will be really
Oh,
cute.
that's cute.
I think I like this one because
And I did
There's
it on
no
our own.
orange in it. It's definitely like a muted
Yeah.
palette.
I picked just RIT dyed fabric, 8 cloth, 14 count. Everything I'm doing is stuff we've done dye wise. It's 14 count, 8 cloth.
Yep.
That one's called for. Alright. This one. Trying to take better care of this.
It's too late now.
My happy camper. And I'm doing my own colors. I'm still using Orifloss, but I switched it all up. And I am a stitch off on something. And it sucks. And
Yeah, she kept talking about, yesterday we spent some time stitching.
It's just off up here. But I did a red truck, and then I'm using this awesome, it's 4663. It's variegated for my trailer because I love blue.
Let's see.
Yeah, I need to look at the variegation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
It's,
gonna be so cute.
it's such a pretty color. Like it's
It's just pretty.
4663.
It's all pretty.
It's so pretty.
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 And I can't decide if I want to do like there's like a line. Where'd you put the pattern? There's like a line in the trailer.
Oh yeah, the yellow.
I'm not sure what color, so if you have a recommendation, that'd be awesome.
What
I
if,
just didn't
what
like
if you
this
did the red?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the door's, well.
Oh, the door's red.
Unless you keep the door red.
We'll see. I might not even put it there. We'll see.
I think you need
Well,
it
you
there.
need-
It'll
you need
break
there
it up.
because
It'll
it's-
break up all the
That's
blue.
the old fashioned of that kind
Okay.
of trailer. That's how they work.
So we'll have to figure out.
Yeah.
Maybe gray, and I don't know. It's like if you change a color, you gotta fix it all. But I don't. It's okay.
Really looks good. I like that pattern.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very.
cute.
It's a
I might
lot
have
of.
to make that
It's
one.
easy because
Is
it's
that-
kind of mindless stitching. Like it's on the. But
yeah, see, it's
I was
over-
off.
There's a lot of fill-in.
A lot of fill-in.
Yeah.
A lot of fill-in.
I like that because when you're like watching a movie, you don't have to pay
think.
attention. You don't have to be counting.
Do you want to show? I have been working on this.
Yeah, we can show it. This is coming soon. Another pattern.
This is called.
We should get my quilt
Get
pattern.
the pattern.
We
Oh,
should
it's
have
right
got the quilt
It's
out.
right here.
Wait,
Oh.
do we have that quilt?
So this is gonna be called Boo Bash.
2 of them.
So I designed this quilt pattern. It was a release last year. It was very popular, and we are
We converted it.
converting it. I can think of the word, to a cross stitch pattern. And Emily's been testing it. My sister Katie, she
Finished.
actually finished hers.
So we did 2 different color schemes. I did a more like muted colors, and my sister Katie in Vegas did more
Rich.
Brighter,
rich colors, and they both.
So we'll have to get hers and show you hers.
So I'm working on the border. So that is it. My favorite part about this is we use Classic Colorworks candy corn. So it fades from orange to yellow, and it is so cute.
It's turned out really cute. I'm gonna have to make one of those.
It's small. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
super easy. The thing that's taken me forever is this border, because I started doing the black first, and I was like, crap, I'm bleeding into my lighter colors, so I'm gonna do the colors and then the black.
We have talked about doing this as a stitch along. More details
So cute.
later.
You're gonna want it. Just kidding.
It will just be a PDF cross stitch pattern. We're just doing PDF right now
We
to
need to
kind of
get,
test the waters.
yeah, we have more of the quilting following.
Yeah, our customer base is mostly quilting. But I feel like, and I don't know if you guys have seen it, but cross stitching is bleeding into quilting.
Mhm.
And it's kind of been like a gradual thing, but I think like with the whole COVID and quarantine, people were looking for new hobbies to do at home.
Yeah.
And I think stitching like really took off.
It
All kinds of
It
stitching,
relaxes
like embroidery, cross stitch.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we did.
yeah.
Like, that's what we've been doing, and it's been so like relaxing. You know, you can take it anywhere. And so I think, I'm sure you follow a lot of quilters on Instagram, and there's been several that have been converting their patterns into cross stitch, and I'm excited. I think it's a really fun
We are actually
way to go.
I think
we've got a few that we're trying to do, but this is the first one that we're almost
That
at
was
the point
easy.
to release.
The other one I'm working on.
Well, we'll be honest. We're trying to convert the Let
Freedom.
Freedom Ring pattern, my row by row, which we're doing a sew along right now, and that pattern is way more involved. Like
It's
this,
massive. So
this
that's
was an
what's-
easy conversion.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there. The other one is being a little bit hard to convert
Difficult.
and make
Yeah.
sure the blocks still look like quilt blocks.
So
I think that's
we're
been the hardest
testing
thing.
it. It's been because I got it all done, and I was like,
Okay. So my whips, I got this out last night because I really wanted to work on some I haven't finished any Christmas projects. So the pattern is by Tiny Modernist. It's called Christmas Signs. So it comes with 4 patterns. And I'm doing the 'Tis the Season to Be Jolly.
It's
I
so
love the
cute.
colors.
The brightness is so darn cute.
I'm almost done. So
So
I worked
cute.
on that for about an hour and a half last night while watching Big Bang Theory. That show is so funny. Okay. And then I started my July house. I got my cute little July bag.
Oh, you're doing it on blue. How cute is that?
I'm doing it on blue.
I like it.
it's very cute.
I would have been further along, but I didn't have a variegated gray for the roof, and so I'm gonna get one this weekend.
We
We're
are going
actually-
to the Vegas shop.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called. What's it called?
I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I've got the card up there. I can't remember.
And then I worked on this one yesterday too. We have Visitas. Okay. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Happy Harvest. And I can't decide if I'm gonna do all of these little rows down here. I'm still deciding. Cause I kinda wanna just say Happy Harvest.
That's cute.
But I don't know, maybe I'll do the whole thing. I have enough cloth to do the whole thing. I just haven't.
That
I
is
love
really
my
cute.
barn because it's like a variegated. I'm using cherry cobbler.
I think when we go to the shop tomorrow in Vegas, we just need to
I'm
buy
taking my whole bag and I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
just
just
see
take-
what I need.
Yeah, we're gonna buy all variegated. We love the reds. The reds and the it's
Well,
just fun.
the house colors, because houses tend to have a lot of fill-in, so that's where you can see variegation. Whereas if you're
Yeah,
have a
the
lot of
small.
floss changes and there's small pieces,
You're not
like
gonna see it.
the Christmas one I just showed, there's no reason to use that expensive floss because
Yeah.
you wouldn't see the variegation, in my
Yeah.
opinion. That's just my opinion. We do use a lot of Orifloss, and Orifloss is pricey, but you literally get
Oh, I love
18
it.
yards on a spool.
Yeah.
So even though it
Worth
seems
it.
expensive,
It's
How much
worth
is
It's-
in
it.
a DMC? Like a
like
yard?
6 yards.
Oh, 6
So you're getting like
yards.
three DMCs.
And you have to wind your DMC, which I'm a big DMC fan.
We use
I
all
mean,
the floss.
Yeah, because that's what I grew up using and I love it. But yeah, it can be kind of a pain.
I give it to Orifloss for
Yeah.
wrapping it.
And the other company that already is come pre-bobbinated is Sulky. I've never used Sulky, so. Here's a sneak peek of something. Should I show it? I mean, why not?
Why not?
So, I tend to just like,
She just has her creative moments. It's good.
but now I'm like rethinking it. Can I make 12 of these? Can I design 12 months? I don't know.
Isn't that adorable?
So cute.
That's her own little creation.
This is my own design. I'm almost done. There's like a fun little border that goes around it, and
It's cute. She can do it.
I can
as
do
long
it.
as you guys all tell her she can do it.
12 designs
is a lot. And
especially
so
like a series. That's a lot.
it just like when I think about it, I'm like
When
overwhelmed.
when
like
she sits and does it, I mean, it usually takes her what
I was working on the September one all day yesterday, and I feel like I didn't get anywhere because cross stitch, like, and I think I just need more experience with creating patterns, but like things aren't to scale. Like, and if you look at other people's cross stitch, like their house is like this big and like the person is as big as the house. And I always think that's weird, but
then you stitch it.
then I stitch it and
It
nothing
out.
is to scale. Like it's not. And so, I mean, some might, but
Yeah.
that's what I've had to kind of get used to in my mind. Like, okay, it doesn't matter that that's
Yeah.
huge. That's how I want, like, anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my last whip.
And I haven't really started anything new just because I test her creations, and so them are my new things, and then I don't get to show my
them.
new things. But here's one of my ones that I've been working on since the time began.
Since time began.
Basically since quarantine
Yeah,
it
and
started.
so, well, what happened is I actually made a mistake on the house. Can I just say how hard it is to stitch black? And
I don't enjoy stitching black.
Yeah.
you know, it's
White
really
black.
hard.
Ugh.
But anyway, so I had to unpick it and everything, and so then I started up on it again the other day, and it's actually turning out really cute. And I've, so I'm sure a lot of you guys do that, is you get excited and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm done for a while, and then you pick it up again and it's like, okay, but I really want to get this done for the season.
I like so want to do this pattern. I actually bought this for me when we started cross stitching.
It's a big one.
And I was like, that's so cute. I'm gonna do it. And then when I actually printed out the pattern, it's huge.
Yeah, well, I won't show you the pattern, but it is actually this big
So it's
paper-wise.
like 4 pages.
Yeah, because I taped it all up and made it together.
That's
so
why I've been starting smaller things, because lately I've been like, I just need instant gratification here.
This can be very overwhelming, but like I say, I mean, I get tired of it, and then I think, I think I'll do a few or whatever, and so then it's okay. It's good. It will get done.
And I think she's even doing it on a 16 count.
Yes, which
so it's
is not
smaller
like
than
me.
if you were to do a 14 count.
Yes. And then I do have my 4th of July, or my July, I guess you would say.
Or July cottage.
And I just need to fill in the house, the roof, and do the little bars on top and bottom. And I'm almost kind of thinking I don't know if I want the bars on it. So, but yeah.
Wait, the bars.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
That's where I
Yeah.
started.
Yeah.
That's where I started as well. I did the bars on mine.
This one looks a lot bigger than
your others.
Like, I guess not. I don't know.
No, it looks bigger than your others though.
Yeah, it does look
You
bigger.
used a bigger cloth.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Emily is like, you should do the same cloth if it's a series.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's not working out.
It's not working out because
I'm not going to hang them all at the same time.
Yeah.
And stuff. And And this is my Lori Holt Farm Girl Fall Cross Stitch, and I don't have the original pattern. I have that.
I have it sitting at my desk.
Yeah, it's
I was
over
looking
there.
at it.
But anyway, so it's coming along, and it's it's really simple, fun, and yeah.
I would recommend Lori's patterns like this for a beginner cross stitcher.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying. I feel like I'm still a beginner. But like somebody that's not done any type of needlework.
Because we've actually, like, the kids have wanted to do stuff.
Yeah.
And so we'll print one of the blocks off, and because it's just, they're big.
And it's fill-in. It's
yes.
fill-in.
It's not a ton of like counting, skipping, jumping.
Yes. And so it
like this little
I struggle
acorn.
with.
This little acorn would be a perfect project for
a young person.
like Hannah. She wants to learn, and so
And
I keep like putting it off because I end up like by the end of the night I'm so tired. I don't want to do it.
And I'm just using all the Lori Holtz or a floss. So I use what's called for. I'm a plain Jane, if that's what you're trying to call it. Sorry. And then I showed this a couple weeks ago, and I know somebody left a comment wanting to know what the pattern was.
I replied.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but we can say again. Winter Snow by Country Cottage.
That sounds really cute.
Needleworks.
I like it.
I will be stitching
Yeah,
this.
I probably will.
I've had so much fun. And the one thing I've done on this one is I've used 2 threads on everything but the white. I've done 3 on the white just so it shows up a little bit more darker. So I just need to fill in all the white and put the snowflakes in,
So cute.
and it will be done.
I love
And
that.
you could have this up all winter.
Oh yeah.
Like it doesn't scream Christmas.
No.
Heck, you could even change it to blues and reds.
Yeah.
And we'll keep the trees green, but like all of this like
All the-
blues.
yeah. But that one has been really fun. And
I love that one.
So it's almost there. It's almost there.
I love that one too.
And so,
I love them all. I just wish I had all
And
the
the-
time.
Oh, and that's exactly it. There's never enough time. And so that's all my whips.
Okay, finishes. Emily has a finish. I love it.
The December house.
Your
Yeah,
face isn't in the video.
December. I'm a stitch off on the house.
Shush.
It's
Don't
okay.
point out your stitch off.
The
Oh,
only
look
thing-
at that travel. It's white. It's fine.
We're gonna. Oh.
It's okay. I was traveling on my stitch last night too because I'm like, it's white. You can't see
Yeah. The only thing I need to do is the wreath needs, what are they called?
The French knots.
So my mom has to show me how to do that. And that's it.
it. I love it, Emily.
Yeah.
Did you do called for it or did you pick
I did
your
not.
own?
I picked all my own.
Oh, and the roof you did.
The roof.
You did the dark.
Every gray. Okay, it called
Yeah.
for Weeks Dyeworks. Heck if I know. I don't. It was Weeks.
And
Was
she
the
did
roof
dark.
and
I
it
like the dark.
blended in with my fabric. You couldn't tell it was. So I had to unpick a row and then I just did the dark.
I love the dark.
Yeah,
It
I
really
know.
makes
And
the white pop.
I didn't fill in
Yeah.
the windows either because the dark roof was supposed to be in
I
the
wonder
windows.
if you did a cross
Oh yeah.
like a back
window,
stitch
like a window
with the
pane.
dark.
To where it looks
just-
like a window pane.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm done.
I don't know why. It turned out darling.
It is cute. So the Christmas one I just started, this Little House Needlework Jack Frost, I'm using the same colors.
Good idea.
Because when I'm OCD and weird, but I want all my Christmases to have like the same color schemes.
She's excited. She's in a new place, and
Yeah.
so she's
I
excited
moved
to.
in.
She's all moved in.
Yeah.
It's really
I
exciting.
haven't been on my own in almost 3 years. So
It's good.
it's a miracle.
So let's see.
I have a fully finished.
I have.
I can show my fully, and then
Okay,
you
yeah.
can show yours.
Okay.
This is my full finish.
That turned out so cute.
This is a pattern by
Little-
Tiny Modernist, and it was super fast stitch, and I just framed it in a simple white frame. I didn't think it needed any bows or anything. I didn't make, well, the stars and like the blue, it was like kind of an ombre in the pattern, and I decided not to do that. I just did it all one color.
Very cute.
And I did it on we dyed this fabric, and it's been my favorite fabric. Like
Yeah,
I've
you
used
did.
it. I've used it for 3 projects now.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom has
So,
some really cute
I
finishes.
have a finish, which is the little autumn,
Country Cottage Needleworks Autumn.
and that one
That's
I used. I believe I used all called for thread on that, and the 2 threads, and so I can't wait to fully finish that one, and that will be done. And then I just need to.
She needs to finish the
I need
binding.
to finish the binding on this, and so I did that.
I think this is Bent Creek. The pattern. and she's just sewn a red border and then a dark navy border, and then she's binding it with like this creamy taupey color.
Yeah.
So once she has it binded, it's gonna be so cute. Look at that.
Yeah. And then I did this one, and so I'm gonna hang them together. I'm gonna do
like
something.
she's gonna go like this.
Yeah. I'll either do this on top and that on bottom, something like.
And maybe do like one more project
do
right there.
Like a long something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so
it turned out very cute.
So yeah, so this one,
It's
look how
very
cute that one turned
rustic.
out. I love Americana, and I love Civil War prints and things, and so
It turned out great.
very happy how these turned out. So I loved them. So
She did a fabulous job.
That's mine.
Fabulous.
So last video we gave away the window pane pattern. The winner is Nancy Beckeden. I'm saying your name wrong, I know. Email us your information and we will get it sent to you. This week we're going to give away a PDF pattern to our summer house cross stitch. So to answer the question, how many whips do you have? It can be quilting whips, cross stitch whips. You can do both. So Mom, do you know how many whips you have?
I know cross stitch I counted this morning, and I have 11, which is crazy.
Where did all mine go?
With my quilting, I couldn't even tell you. On my quilting, it's probably
a lot.
And you know, it grows. So yeah.
So my cross stitch whips, I pretty much what I showed you. I don't know. I tend to when I get to the close point of finishing a cross stitch, that's all I want to work on until I finish it. And so I tend to work instead of
I do that.
Having a schedule, I get stuck on one because I want to finish it.
I do the same thing. I get that little snowman one. It's almost done, and so probably today I'll work on it until I finish it, and then I'll probably start 2 more.
As far as quilting whips, how many buckets did we buy for me?
Oh my gosh!
So I probably have 10, which I don't feel like that's a lot. I really don't. Not for a quilter. Some people, they only buy what they're making, and they finish it before they buy something else. Not me. Yeah. Emily?
I have probably 10 or 11 cross stitches.
She kits a lot, I feel like. You were kidding yesterday.
I kitted yesterday a bunch. I don't have the floss. Again, I'm matching. I kitted 2 fall ones. So I think the boo bash, I don't know.
I thought you said boob.
The boo bash.
Sorry.
I need to pick out colors. So I think that's what I'm going to do when we go to the Vegas shop, is look for colors for those. And then I picked out a Valentine's type one because I haven't really done one that's Valentine's.
So next time we'll have to show you everything if
we buy.
Because we didn't have any.
I do want to mention.
I have a feeling we're going to spend a lot of money.
We just got a distributor account for a cross stitching distributor. And we're going to start listing cross stitch patterns that are not our own. They're from other designers. We're not going to go crazy, but we will have a cross stitch section in the Etsy shop for all things cross stitch. And eventually I would like to carry floss and maybe do floss packs for patterns. It's just, we're kind of going a little bit slow. We're kind of testing the water because quilting is our bread and butter. We know that, and we love quilting, and we want to always bring you new quilting projects.
And I'm sorry, we almost forgot to mention when we were doing the quilting section. In our last newsletter, we did a quilting promotion, and
20% off.
All long arm.
You can send up to 2 quilts, and the cutoff date, I believe we put July 1st is when you need to have it shipped by. So if you ship it by July 1st and use the code summer 2020, and we're doing a sale. We got caught up. It's been nice to feel caught up. I mean,
that's why we've gotten a lot of ours done.
That's why, yeah, we've been doing a ton of our own work, which has been nice.
Which is very seldom we get to do that.
No. And so we're running a sale, and right now our wait time is not very long. So get your quilts in.
Yeah, before the holidays rush.
We quilt in the order the quilts were received, not in the order the form was filled out. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what else? Do we have anything else to mention?
Just that we are in the month of July. You will want to have sign up for our newsletter, because every Friday we are releasing a new a new kit pattern, some kind of project every Friday. And believe me, you're not going to want to miss it, because we've got some pretty amazing, beautiful fabric that has just came in.
Yep. We even had new shelving put in yesterday.
Yeah.
Because we have so much fabric.
Yes, we got so much fabric that the girls went and bought all
that
the stuff.
Corner over there, if you can see the edge of it,
it's already full.
It's already full.
Yeah. Every night, Brandon comes home and is like, "Oh, geez." So, but yeah,
It's good though.
It's good. Christmas
is fun.
We love Christmas. I love doing Christmas projects, and
once Christmas is done, it's gonna be, you know, the Halloween, and then it'll be back to Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, so we just like to get a jump on it.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
So let us know if you have any questions. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and our newsletter, and we will see you back in a couple of weeks.
Thanks.